What's going on, everyone? Scootsy16 here with the Chem Lock League and the Outlaws here in Super Mega Baseball 4. Excited to bring you another episode here, this time facing off between the Reapers and the Outlaws. Mutton House is getting the start for us today. The Elite Slider with that great junk is something we can hopefully see some success with. However, that accuracy does leave a lot to be desired. We're going to be facing off against the Reapers, looking for their first win in the season. They'll be putting Raiden Herschel on the mound, who looks like a solid pitcher despite having no traits himself. So we're going to get right into the action here as we already did our development last time out. Go check out those previous two episodes of opening day and then our last game where we ended up losing against the Bone Chills. But we're going to get into this one right away. Let's go ahead and take a look at the lineup and see where we're at. Again, they're putting Jerry Love here in left field. Luckily, I'm I'm going to be in control of every one of these games, but man, is it frustrating that they keep wanting to put him out there. I do not want that wild thrower in left field, so we're going to put Jerry Love in the DH. We're going to keep Braden Skrelly here in right field. We are going to put Rock Quintana at second. I will adjust the order of the lineup here in just a second. I want to get positions first. Justice Colon at first. We have Glass Snyder, who's a primary third baseman. We're going to keep him at third base, so he's not going to be trying to play left field. And then we have Bab Shishin, who's not having a good time out there right now. I'm actually going to give the start to Alfredo Levine, who actually hit a home run in his first outing last time out. It didn't end up meaning anything in the long run, unfortunately, but I want to give him the start there because he earned it, really. We'll, again, we'll adjust the batting order here in just a second. Pavla Kirk has yet to get an appearance in this season yet, and this is going to be the case once again, as we're going to put Fernanda Branch in at shortstop. She has been playing really well, and I believe she deserves to stay out there. And then lastly, we're going to put Musty Donovan in left field. So now looking at the order and how we're going to put oh, and by the way, Alex Hernandez will be getting the start at catcher so that Giovanni Mays can get the day off. So not ideal, but our offense may look a little bit weaker today. Going back through the order, I think I want to start with, let's see, who do I want to have leading off for us? Let's put Braden Skrelly in the leadoff spot today. We're going to move him up to there in the right field. We're going to do Jerry Love here in the 2 spot. I'm okay with that. We love having Justice Colon in the 3 spot, yet she is yet to break out in the season so far. Rock Quintana I like in the 4 hole, followed by Glass Snyder in the 5 hole. Actually, let's flip-flop those two. Rock in the 5 spot. We'll put we'll put Fernanda Branch in the 6 hole, followed by Musty Donovan, then Levine, then Hernandez. The bottom of the order looks pretty weak here. The 7, 8, 9 spots do not look very impressive whatsoever, and we have Mutton House on the bump for the Outlaws. Last time out, we were home. We went with our home uniform, the standard. I really want to see us in those alternate uniforms once again. Let me see what the other team will be using. Oh, it's almost an opposite of our team. You know what? Let's see how it goes. It's almost same exact colors and everything, but I want to do it. Screw it. Let's do it. All right. Yeah, we're going to go with this guy. It's the same jersey and everything, too. We might have a little bit of confusion out there, but we're going to do it. Here we go. Let's play ball. We're home again, so we're playing at the Tiger Den. Excited to see if we can kind of capture what we had in game 1, or if we're going to struggle like we did in game 2. The offense was very quiet in that second game, and hopefully that's not going to be the case here against Raiden Herschel. We're going to take the mound first as the home team. So Mutton House is going to come out there facing off first against their leadoff hitter and DH today, Aiden Hines. Great contact hitter. He does have big hack. And he swings at the first pitch. Big hack here, and that's going to get out of here. So first pitch swinging, and it is a mistake for Mutton House that gets sent the other way. This one going to deep left field, a 400, I'm sorry, deep right field. A huge solo shot, the first home run of the season for Hines to lead this game off, and not a great start for us. Lionel Ryu comes up. He has off-speed pitch, or outside pitch at tier 2, and that's what he got there. He also has rally starter, which is not activated. Mutton House is very inconsistent as he has incredibly low accuracy. He does get him chasing there and pops it up to left field for out number 1. Here comes Reese Wishwash. He has tier 2 off-speed hitter as well as tier 2 Butterfingers. He'll be playing second base today, so we'll see how that ends up playing out. 2 strikes already on Wishwash, and he almost chased that when he checked his swing and held for ball 1. And then he takes strike 3. He loses a mojo, and he is not happy about that one, but that's strike 2. And here comes Alec Planner, the great hitter. Not much speed, and he does have base jogger as well. Oh, it doesn't matter how much speed you have when you hit the ball that hard. Holy shit. That is an upper decker that he just dropped here at Tiger Den. And that's 467, a no-doubt shot, his first home run of the season. And they've only played 1 game. They lost it, but they're looking good right now. Justice Schneider, the shortstop, is here looking pretty solid too, and we'll have to see if oh boy, can it stay in? Nope, that one's just gonna get above the yellow line there in right field, and that's back-to-back home runs. 3 runs here scored in the first inning for the Reapers, and they're all been solo shots, and Justin Snyder's first hit and first home run of the season for him. Lucas Wallace is getting his turn now. He does not have much power. He's more known for his contact and speed. He's in center field. Looks a little bit like our Dalton Bapshishin. And 3-0 count here, and Mutton is really struggling. That ball hit hard to right center field, and it's going to get down at the base of the wall. Skrelly gets it in quickly, and so they're able to hold the runner at first base, but with 2 outs, still struggling to get out of this inning. Jose Huerta comes up. He's tense already. He had a bad first game. A lot of these players have yet to get a hit in this season, but have found a way to do it against Mutton House, which is just absolutely frustrating to see. And he is super tense right now. And that ball bloops into left field, and it is going to get down in front of Donovan, who does not have great speed over there, and that's a base hit. Puts his mojo back to neutral, and 2 on with 2 outs. And here comes Liam Shaw, who has first pitch Slayer, but it's at a minimum boost. Mutton House just trying to find any way to get out of this inning right now as he is floundering. Can't find the strike zone to save his life. And he gets the pop up there to shallow left field. Now Fernando Branch ranges all the way back into left field, catching that for out number 3. But what a rough way to start this one as we give up 3 solo home runs. And it's only the top of the first. As I will consistently do as we're getting used to this series, remind you that this is a 6-inning game. So anytime we fall behind, it's already something that we have to be worried about. Braden Skrelly comes up, hits that ball hard to right center field. I don't know if it's got enough to carry out of here. It's just off the top of the fence, and it bounces way away from the center fielder. Lucas Wallace does come up throwing, but that is going to be a leadoff triple for Braden Skrelly. The great decision to bring him in as the leadoff spot. And now here comes Jerry Love with fastball hitter activated. Raiden Herschel has 1 fastball and 3 off-speed pitches, and he does swing at a fastball there, but gets underneath it, pops it up to right field. The runner is going to go here. Good arm in right field, and it's not in time. Just past the tag there. is Skrelly. He's able to score, and that's a sacrifice fly for Jerry Love. So we fell behind, but we've been able to work our way kind of slowly back into this one already. We're down 3-1 now after a leadoff triple followed by a sacrifice fly. And here comes Justice Cologne, still trying to figure out her footing in this series, and she swings through strike 3 for out number 2. She's very upset. And here comes Glass Snyder. He has tier 3 outside pitch. We're going to hopefully see if he can get one of those here. He takes strike 1 inside and low and swings at that one, but just goes foul over the first base bag. And he gets really crossed up there on that one and swings through strike 3, gets a mojo drop as well. We do get one. Braden Scarelli with a huge triple to lead off the game, followed by a clutch sacrifice fly from Jerry Love. And Muttonhouse comes back out. We'll see what he can do here against Tater Holloway, who has tier 2 clutch, not activated right now. That ball hit hard to right center field, and it stays up just over the yellow line there in right center field where it juts out a little bit. 390, his first home run and first RBI of the season, and another solo shot. So the run we just got back, we give right back to them. Aiden Hines, the leadoff man, comes back out here. He's locked in, and he hit home run in his leadoff to start this game. We'll see what he does here. He's down 0-2 already. Muttonhouse trying to figure something out. He's grasping at straws. He's grasping at barbed wire. It's probably just a whole mess for him. He does get him to chase there. I don't think it was intentional to throw it that far outside, but something tempted him, and Hines goes down swinging. So that is out number 1. Here comes Lionel Ryu, who did get out his first time up. It was a fly out, I believe. 1-1 count here. Takes ball 2 high. Muttonhouse still tense. Takes ball 3-1 now. And he gets the outside pitch he's looking for. Great dive from Fernanda Branch, and she gets it over to first for out number 2. What an impressive play from the third baseman playing shortstop. And that's why we keep her out there. She got a mojo boost as well. So hopefully that will help her on offense as well. So Reese Wishwash is tense. He struck out. He's got a 1-1 count here as he swings at the off-speed pitch but fouls it off. Now down 1-2 with 2 outs. He does not bite at that one and fouls that one off. 2-2 now. And hits that ball hard right through the wickets of Muttonhouse, right into center field. And that is a base hit, bringing his mojo back up to neutral. And here comes Alec Planner. And we opt to pull Muttonhouse for Ford Richardson, who has pitched in his 3rd consecutive game now this season. So he is getting a lot of work to get us started. He has an elite 4-seam fastball, decent junk, okay accuracy. He does not have a lot of stamina because he has been pitching so much, but he induces a fly out to center field. Levine gets that for out number 3. So another run scores on the leadoff home run. And we find ourselves down 4-1, still behind by 3. And now here comes Rock Quintana to see what he can do with his off-speed hitter. There are 3 off-speed pitches by Reagan Herschel, and he gets that off-speed pitch. It charges it to left field, and that's going to stay up, and that's a home run. Nice. And Muttonhouse, you could see him on the bench, is really pumped about that. 378, Quintana gets his first home run of the season, and that seems to be a trend today. If you haven't hit a home run, today is the day to do it. All right, Fernanda Branch, who made an amazing play, is locked in now. She is having a good season so far, batting .400. Already has a home run. It was actually the game winner in the first game of the season on opening day. 1-1 count here. Herschel is tense, and she fights that one off. She's down 1-2. Takes ball 2 low and inside. Makes contact there, sends it right back up the middle. Wallace gets it in quickly, but that's going to be a base hit. And down 4-2, we see our offense coming alive here a little bit. Musty Donovan comes up. Power versus left-handers activated now. It's a very minimal tier 1 boost there. 1-1 count. Musty not the best player on the team offensively, and this kind of brings us through a stretch of 7, 8, 9 hitters who are not that great offensively, and Musty goes down looking for strike 3, and that's out number 1, and that did not help Raiden Herschel's mojo just yet. He's still got a lot of work to do. Alfredo Levine went, I think, 1 for 2 in his last game. He ended up hitting that ball hard for his second home run of the season. The least likely player to see leading our team in home runs, and that's his second home run. That's a 2-run shot, and we are all tied up, folks. This game is far from over. Huge production from Alfredo Levine, and I don't know where that's coming from. He doesn't know how to hit at all. He's just running into a few of these. So with 1 out, here comes Alex Hernandez. He's Alex Hernandez. He's our young backup catcher, getting the start because of Giovanni Mays being tired, and we'll see what he can do. We're looking to see if maybe he can develop quickly here in the next couple of seasons to be a productive member of this team. If not, we may look for a veteran presence to bring in. And that ball stays in play. It goes into foul territory. Bashad made a huge effort to get all the way over into the left field corner there and catch that one. And that ball sent back up the middle. That's going to get all the way to the wall. Wallace does not play it very well, and that's going to be a double here. So with 2 outs, we see Scarelli triple, and then following that up with a double in 2 at-bats, having himself a great start to this game. And that ball from Jerry Love goes to second base. They quickly throw it over to first to end the inning. But huge offensive outpour for our team there as we get the help from an unexpected source, Alfredo Levine, hitting his second home run of the season and second in as many games. And we lead off the top of the third with a hard hit ball to left center field, but Levine's able to get to that quickly, and that's just going to be a single for the number 5 hitter. I do not remember who was their 5 hitter. Lucas Wallace comes up, and he immediately pulls one foul down the first baseline. Hits that one into right field. Skrelly gets to that one quickly, throws it in. The runner has to advance just the one base. But with no outs, we see runners on first and second. Josue Huerta did get a hit in his last at-bat, so we have to be careful, and clutch does activate here as the pressure's getting a little higher. You'll also note that Ford Richardson is getting a little bit more tired as he does not have the stamina he normally has on short rest. And that's going to be another base hit. Donovan is able to get that in, and runners are going station to station. But now bases are loaded for Liam Shaw. You'll see that Liam does not have a home run on the year. So if the trend continues, and he dribbles that one foul towards the dugout. Still no outs, but he's down 0-2 now. Takes ball one high, trying to get him to chase. And that one was off speed. What was that? The curve ball there. Oh, just misses the zone as that's ball too high. And that ball with the fielders playing in is going to get through, and that's going to be a station-to-station base hit that does score a run. So the Reapers get the lead back. It's now 5-4, and so they opt to hold for Richardson for Kenneth Donovan, who has a Tier 2 elite curveball. And they tried for the suicide squeeze, and it doesn't matter as that ball got away from Alex Hernandez. And that was a wild pitch, I believe, as Kenneth did not get that anywhere close to the zone. And another run scores, and both runners are able to move up, and he gets the strikeout there, but another run does score on that play. So that is now 6-4. Reapers take the lead. Aiden Hines comes up with runners on second and third with one out. And he tips that one off the end of the bat, but it's going to get all the way into center field. Again, Levine getting the ball in quickly, but a run scores. We now have first and third. with one out. 7-4 is the score now. And it's feeling like this just is not our game to win as we look at it so far. And Ryu hits that ball hard, but pulls it, and it does not stay in play. Nice leaping effort from Musty. 0-2 count here for Ryu. He got way ahead of the last one. He hits that off-speed pitch, but goes foul. Does not chase the high fastball. Fights that one off, so he's staying alive. 1-2 still with one out. And hits that ball hard, but it looks like he got underneath it. And Scarelli's going to try and get this one in quickly as the runner does tag from third. And they end up cutting it off. And another runner scores on the sacrifice fly from Ryu. And it's now 2 outs, 8-4. 4 runs scoring in this inning alone. And Donovan working on trying to get himself out of this one against Reese Wishwash. You'll see reverse splits does activate, but it's tier 1, so it's minimal. And that ball dribbles to Branch. Branch cannon arm over to first for out number 3. Very rough inning for the Outlaws pitching as they give up 4 runs. And boy, I don't know if we got it in us to catch up down 4 here in the bottom of the third, halfway through the game. If we can, Justice Cologne would be a huge help here. She takes ball 2. She watches strike 3 go right in the middle of the zone. Takes ball 3 inside. Herschel's still trying to gut it out here on the mound. He he started the game, and he gets the ground out to short. So Cologne still has just not produced in the way that we expected the captain to produce when we drafted her first overall. So Glass Snyder comes up. He's tense. He's got a 1-1 count on him with one out. He does have outside pitch, and he saw that one there. He's down 1-2. Dribbles that one up the middle. Snyder gets to it quickly. Does not have much of an arm, but is still able to get that one over to first for out number 2. So we had the 3, 4, 5 hitters to get this inning started, and we got the first 2 batters out back to back. And here comes Rock Quintana, who did hit a home run his last time up. He's down 1-2 in the count and hits that ball hard over the leaping shortstop, and Shaw's able to cut it off before it gets to the wall. But that's going to be a mojo boost for Quintana, and he's on first with 2 outs, and locked in Fernanda Branch comes up. She got a hit her last time up. She has been producing as one of our better hitters, but she swings through that one silly for strike 2, and she catches strike 3 at the bottom of the zone, frozen for out number 3. Ugh, man, what a rough inning that was, as we now have to go through the weakest part of our lineup in the next time up. But it really won't matter if we can't stop them from scoring, as we're down 8-4, top of the 4th. And Kenneth Donovan, no relation to Musty Donovan, he's got him down he had him down 0-2, and then takes the walk, and that ball carrying to the wall. Levine gets him right. I'm sorry, takes a ball. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm all flustered right now. And that's a long fly out to one of the deepest parts of the park there in center field. But it is an out. It's a loud out, but it's an out. And we have one here. Justice Snyder coming up. Fouls that one off. 2-1 count. Swings through strike 2. Nice off-speed pitch there. And tries to get him with the slider. And he gets him there. He misses that one as it drops out of the zone. A nice strikeout there from Kenneth Donovan. He is very effectively wild, as we were kind of talking about that when we were looking at drafting him. He has a lot of great stuff. He's got great velocity, great junk, but man, he does not know how to find the plate to save his life. That actually caused a few of those runs to score in the last inning. And he gets the ground out to Cologne. Nice play there for out number 3. So a quick 1-2-3 inning gives us another chance to go out there and see what we can do offensively. And we really do need to make sure that we can get something going here, or this might be a lost cause, as this is the bottom of the fifth, so only 6 outs left to work with. And they pull Raiden Herschel for D Ford. D Ford does have pick officer, which is maxed out, and so anyone that gets on base is probably not going to expect to move much. And that ball from Musty bounces awkwardly. That's a home run! That ball bounced off of the wall and then ricocheted to the side, shooting into the stands for a home run. I don't know how that works. I clip that if you want to, but that was weird, as that ball shot off the wall and into the stands for a home run. We'll take it. Musty Donovan with his first of the season there, and we're down 8-5. Alfredo Levine hit a home run, and he's looking to see if he can do some more damage here, at least keep the inning going. He's locked in right now, and he was way ahead of that one, but makes enough contact, pulls it just foul. Down 0-2 here with no outs. Fights another pitch off. D Ford already tense. Ooh, almost hits him there, and he's able to get out of the way. Another ball inside. A lot of action on those pitches. And that ball hit hard from Levine, but it's going to hang up for Wallace there in center field for out number 1. Alex Hernandez comes up, the 9-hitter. Did not get on in his first at-bat, looking for his first hit of the season. That looked nice, but pulls it foul. Takes ball 1 inside and high. That one dropped right into the zone. And swings through strike 3. So Ford's mojo is back. He's back to neutral. And it's 2 outs for Braden Skrelly, who has a triple and a double in his first 2 at-bats. Looking to see if he can keep that going. And he dribbles that one to first base. Ryu decides to throw it over to Ford, and that's quick enough to get the out. So a tough 1-2-3 after the solo home run, and we're still within 3, but it's not looking good for the Outlaws right now. And we'll have to see what happens if Kenneth Donovan can fight through another inning, or if we opt to then pull. Fernanda Branch was out of position on that one, and she was not able to make a play. So leadoff base hit for the Reapers, and I think that should be enough for Donovan. I think we look to get another pitcher in, and we do. Here comes Jacoby Maddox, the captain of the bullpen, really the captain of the pitching staff. He did not have a great outing his first time out. He's looking to see if he can recover from that. 1-1 count here against Shaw. Gets the strike 2, and here comes K Collector. Tier 2 K Collector activates. And that ball just off the end of the bat flies out and dies there in right field. Skrelly had to go back and come back in, but he's able to get that for out number 1. Here comes Tater Holloway. Did hit a home run, a solo shot earlier in this game, 1 for 2. Pressure is not enough to activate clutch. Maddox takes ball 1 there, and that ball hit hard to the left field corner, and that ball is going to bounce off the wall. Donovan gets it in quickly, thankfully, and that's going to hold the runner at second base. So 1 out, and we have runners on first and second for Aiden Hines, the leadoff man. 2 for 3 with a home run and a single. Clutch now does activate as he swings way ahead of that one, pulls it foul. And he's down 0-2, so K Collector activates here for Maddox. And just makes enough contact to foul that one back. And that one, nice play from Snyder as he's able to get up and get that one on the line for out number 2. And Lionel Ryu, who flew out in his last at-bat, or in his last plate appearance, it was a sacrifice fly, has yet to get his first hit of the season. And he does have outside pitch activated, so we would have to be careful about those pitches. That one does not catch the zone. That's 2-1. That one does, and now 2-2 with 2 outs. K Collector activates once again. And Ryu hits that ball hard to left center field. It looks like it's going to die right around the warning track. Levine getting that one, taps Donovan on the shoulder and says, all right, let's go hit, boys. And so that's what we have to do here. Starting with Jerry Love, the number 2 hitter. Fastball hitter activated once again. He's 0 for 1. He did have a sacrifice fly in his first at-bat. D4 does have his four-seam fastball along with a slider and a curve, or a change, excuse me. He's down 0-2. Come on, Glass, or Jerry. I keep getting Glass and Jerry mixed up. Dribbles that one. Stays alive, though. 1-2. Hits that ball hard to dead center field. That's a fastball, and it's not coming back, boys. That is a home run. And it's out of here into the batter's eye in center field. Speaking of these home runs, we need a call. I need a call for the Outlaws. So let me know if you got something that you can think of, a home run call. I know Prack Nasty always loves doing that, but would love to see if any of you have any ideas for what we could do for the Outlaws. So here comes Justice Cologne, who does now have Ace Exterminator activated. We're down 8-6 here in the bottom of the fifth. 1-2 count now against Cologne. Takes ball too low and outside. That was close. And fights that one off, pulls it foul. 2-2 now, the count, with no outs. Cologne swings through strike three. She gets the mojo drop. I don't know what to do about her. I mean, she's way too talented to even have to have a concern here, but this is game three, and she is yet to do anything near her talent level or what we're paying her. So honestly, I think we're 3-0 if just her alone, if she alone was producing like she normally could. Glass Snyder, 3-1 count here with one out, excuse me. He pops that one, and it goes into foul territory. Nice, easy play for Holloway behind the plate, catching that for out number 2. And that's frustrating, but Rock Quintana comes up. He's locked in. He did hit a home run earlier today. Off-speed hitter, and that ball hit hard, and that is out of here. Second deck shot for the Outlaws. And that ball has been outlawed, and it is wanted dead or alive. Nope, none of those. I don't think that works. But that's a solo shot for Quintana, his second of the day. And we are working our way back into this one as we are now only down by 1 run here in the bottom of the fifth. D Ford still fighting this one out as Fernanda Branch comes up. She did strike out in her last at-bat, dropping her mojo back down to neutral, but she has been a nice batter in our lineup. But not there, as she strikes out for the second time, throws on that one. The ump was getting into the action on that. But 2 runs score on 2 home runs. And this game is a lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be. Our pitching staff needs to hold them here in the top of the 6th so that we can see if we can get a fighting chance, as the first pitch swinging is a ground out to Cologne over there at first base, so 1 out. In the top of the 6th, here comes number 4 hitter, Alec Planner. Swings through strike 1. Jacoby Maddox still out there, giving it his best as he gets the line out to Branch for out number 2. And Justice Snyder, the shortstop, comes up with max pressure now, which is pretty much right on. Very accurate here. Maddox throws that one in the dirt for ball 1. Strike 1 right there at the bottom of the zone. That ball hit hard to left center field from Schneider. It's gonna bounce right off the fence, and Donovan is able to get that one in quickly, very fast. Nice little reaction off the wall. That bounce came right back to him, and that really helped to make sure that we could get that in and hold it to a single. But now here comes Lucas Wallace with his clutch, and he comes up clutch there with a base hit up the middle. Runners at first and second here with 2 outs. Jose Huerta comes up. He's 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Stimulated did not activate for this game. And Jacoby Maddox is getting tired. He's still neutral mojo, even though he has given up 2 back-to-back hits. And that ball is going to get down in left center field, and 1 run scores. Donovan gets it in quickly, and the other runner is going to stop at third base. But a run scores, and it's now 9-7. So our bullpen could not hold it here. Maddox is getting tired, so we end up going to Crisp Lopside. Crisp has a really tough task in front of him here, as he does have an elite curveball with great accuracy, but he has to be very careful. He's got him down 0-2 with 2 outs and 2 on. Runners at first and third. Great speed over there at first or at third, but nice as we are able to get the ground out to first for out number 3. So 2 quick outs followed by a few base hits back to back to back, and a runner scores. So we're down 9 to, oh my goodness, we're down 9 to 7 here in the bottom of the 6th. And Musty Donovan is going to get us started. He did hit a home run, a very weird home run, but he did get a home run in his last at-bat. D Ford is still out there on the mound for the Reapers, trying to close things out as he's still tense. And that ball, no doubter. That's dead center. It's off the face of the second deck. And Musty Donovan, with his second home run, he knew exactly where that ball was going. And it is a 9-8 ball game. And man, that's even more frustrating that we gave up that run in the top of the 8th, as we could have been tied, but we're still down by 1. No outs here. Alfredo Levine gets pulled for Giovanni Mays, and D Ford gets pulled for Aspen Beck, who gets ahead, has great accuracy, has okay junk, and does not have much velocity. 4-seam curveball changeup, and that ball gets hit way up. He got underneath it. Mays flies out to right center field. Huerta hauls that in for out number 1. And so Alex Hernandez comes up, and I almost feel like I really wish that they would have kept in Levine and then pulled Hernandez for Mays, but I don't know. I'm not the manager of this team or anything. So with 1 out, max pressure, and that's why I'm not. As Hernandez gets his first hit of the season, and he's on first base now. He is the tying run. Braden Skrelly, who's 2 for 3 with a triple and a double, comes up. He is having a great day today. He did ground out to first his last time up, and he swings way through that one. He got way ahead of that. He swings through another one. 0-2 count here. Tough out does activate. And he could finish it off with 1 swing of the bat here if he can get a hold of one. And he pulls that one, and it goes just between the 2 diving defenders at short and third. And we have runners on first and second. Our winning run, or our game-tying run, is at second base in scoring position for Jerry Love, who hit a home run. He's got fastball hitter activated. He gets ahead for Aspen Beck here, who gets the strike. And there's the fastball. That goes up the middle. Not much speed from Hernandez there, but bases are loaded with 1 out. And who else but our captain comes up to bat here in a max pressure situation where she is tense right now, but this could be her moment to turn things around. She just needs to get that ball deep enough into the outfield to give us a chance to score the tying run. 1-2 count here. She takes ball 1 outside. She watches ball 2 drop out of the zone. And she hits that ball. She pops it up. Shallow center. They're considering that an infield fly? What the hell? Oh boy. Well, no speed over there at first base. We do need to get a base hit now, as Cologne was popped up. That was considered an infield fly somehow. Now Glass Snyder is tense, but has outside pitch activated here. 2-1 count, 2 outs, bases loaded. Pulls that one foul, now 2-2. And he swings for strike 3, and this game is over. We had a chance. The Reapers win. Oh, this was heartbreaking. I don't even know what to say about this. We didn't even deserve to win this with the way our pitching looked for most of this game, but our offense woke up, especially with how bad our offense was in game 2. To see this loss like this is just so frustrating. We end up losing 9-8. Oh man, we had so many chances in this one, and that last inning really, really easily could have been we could have won this one. We absolutely could have won it, at least tied, but definitely could have won it, especially with Cologne still struggling mightily for the Outlaws. Taking a look at the Reapers, Hines with a home run, Planner with a home run, Snyder with a home run, Holloway with a home run. Big offense for them, 4 home runs and 9 runs scored. Don't know what to say about it. Our Outlaws, they came up huge as well. I can't believe we hit 6 home runs in this one. Two for Quintana, two from Donovan. Both had no runners on, so those were all solo shots. Jerry Love hit a home run, and Levine also hit a home run, his second of the year. And so he tied for the team lead somehow. But it wasn't enough because our pitching was miserable. I will say Herschel fought out for a pretty good battle here. He ended up going 3 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, struck out 4, and gave up 2 home runs. Ford gets the win. I don't know if he necessarily deserved it. 2 innings, 4 hits, 4 earned runs, gave up 4 home runs, all of them solo shots, and he struck out 3. And then Beck gets the save again. Don't know if he deserves it, but he gets it. 1 inning, 3 hits, 1 strikeout. And on our side, the Outlaws, our pitching is brutal. Muttonhouse, 1 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 4 home runs, 2 strikeouts. Richardson ends up getting the loss here. He only went 1/3 of an inning. He gave up 4 hits and 4 earned runs. That was really the problem. But honestly, I'm not necessarily mad at Richardson. I'm mad that he came out for his 3rd consecutive game when he was already gassed. Donovan came in, held up pretty well. He gave up 2 hits and struck out 2 in 2 innings, so that's really great. Maddox did give up 1 run, 1 2/3 inning pitch, and gave up 4 hits, so not his best performance. And then Lopside got that last out for the Outlaws. Man, this is so frustrating. Rock Quintana gets the number 1 player, Musty Donovan with the number 2, and then Justice Snyder with the number 3 for the Reapers. And that's another loss, so we go down 1-2 on the season. And now we have to penalize somebody. Who is going to get the -19 loyalty drop? I think I might go with Giovanni Mays just because he is an older player that I don't know how long he's going to be on this team, and I think that Braden Scarelli is a great player, and I like to see him stay around for a while, and he's been producing, whereas Mays is not. So we're going to say Giovanni gets the drop here. And now we get to see who gets a loyalty boost and drop. I guess, I don't remember. Muhammad Holmes is the 39-year-old, so I don't know if we really want to have him on the team for much longer. Pavlik Kirk is... Why didn't she pinch hit at all? I don't understand what our manager is doing, but Pavlik Kirk is probably the one we want to stay on the team. Muhammad Holmes probably doesn't have much time, does not have much time left in the league. Who gets a loyalty boost? I'm actually going to go with Kenneth Donovan. He actually pitched really well today. Babshishin has not been playing that great to start this season. All right, I hate manager moments, but we're going to have to deal with them in this. Let's take a look and see what happened since the last game. Development for Justice Cologne. I'll probably do it even though she doesn't deserve it. Charles Rangel gets a power boost. So not a great player, but he is getting better. +7. He's in the free agent pool. Somebody that we're watching and scouting. Development for Giovanni Mays. Development for Ford Richardson. Development for Kenneth Donovan. Edgar Lang in the free agent pool gets a accuracy boost. He might be somebody we opt to sign to replace one of those weak end of the rotation arms. And then Muttonhouse loses even more accuracy, -3. He's now down to 10. We can't afford that. I think we might look to do some roster moves here in a little bit. To get us started, I really think we should do this one for Justice Cologne. She doesn't really deserve it. She hasn't earned it, but she's our best player. She's our captain, and I hope that maybe this will be enough to help give her the boost she needs to start playing better. Muttonhouse, no thanks. You're not getting any development. Ford Richardson has been pitching well for us, all things considered, has been getting a lot of action. Chance to gain volatile, which would be maximum. That is essentially just mojo boosts changing faster, which means he's currently tense. We could get him out of being tense quicker, or he could get worse faster too. Jerry Love's not going to lose fastball hitter. No, thank you. +4 contact, -1 speed, chance to increase to all outfield for Giovanni Mays. Not a bad option to consider there. He is 32, but we might still want to do that development. And then for this one, Kenneth Donovan, chance to lose elite curveball. I'm going to pass on that. So for me, this one for Ford, this one for Justice, and this one for Giovanni Mays. We're going to start with the one for Justice Cologne because she is our captain. So +2 power and contact. Can we get 2 more power? We don't. We could really use the extra contact, though, and we don't get that either. So +2/+2, she gets a huge loyalty boost, and she is still an A player. And we just hope that she can keep getting better and maybe start actually producing at some point here. All she does is need to make contact, and that great speed will help her with that base rounder trait. Man, it's so frustrating that she hasn't been able to do anything yet. I know he's 32, but we'll take this development opportunity. Actually, you know what? Maybe I don't. Maybe I save this money so that we can get to a point maybe next season or these upcoming seasons. So we only have a 5-year stretch where we want to find where we need to get a championship, and maybe I save some of this money for when we max out our our spending. When we have no surplus, we can still use a little bit of that money. So I think we'll wait. Next, let's take a look at the options for signing players. So here is Edgar Lang. He is 24. He's C+. He has 1 fastball and 3 off-speed pitches. He has durable, which really doesn't mean anything for pitchers. And if we brought him in, we could replace either Maurice Matthews, we would make that work chemistry-wise, or Mutton House. Mutton House just got that last that last game, and he pitched poorly. So he did not give me any reason to believe he could be any better. Maurice Matthews hasn't pitched yet, and I don't think he's going to do very well. But I think that, let's see, if we go to pitchers, there is also Vicente Moon, and we could end up bringing him in for Maurice Matthews. But if we do, then we would need to drop a competitive player, which could be like Nick Douglas. Let's look at that one. Oh wait, before I do this, Edgar is still above his payroll, and Vincent Moon is as well. If I were to go this route, I would have to pick one of my competitive players. I don't want to get rid of Glass Snyder yet, even though he has not been producing. Nick Douglas, he's 20, so he has a chance for development. He's decent, actually. Musty Donovan, he's been producing. Jacoby Maddox, I like him. Ford Richardson, he's been producing. So really our options are, and I don't want to get rid of Rory Bowen, he's our ace of the pitching staff. Our options really are looking at either Nick Douglas or Glass Snyder to replace. And if we do, I mean, there's just not many options position player-wise for who we could bring in. I don't want to bring in Besto Durham because that wild thrower would be maxed out. We would need to get a scholarly player like Hezekiah Fisher, who would have maxed out fastball hitter and minimum base jogger. He's not a good player. He's 36, so he's really old. Case Hendricks is 19. Good speed, good arm, not great fielding, and pretty much no power or contact at all. Then we're getting into outfielders, but really there's nobody with the scholarly trait. Let's see, who else could we do? Keaton Henson or Charles Rangel. Charles Rangel, if we were to bring him in for Nick Douglas, get us off-speed hitter, but then we would go to tier 2 for Crafty. So that means if I bring him in, then I'd have to get rid of one of my other crafty players, which would either be Fernanda Branch or Rock Quintana. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not getting rid of either of those. So no crafty players can be decided on here. That's unfortunate. Pavla Kirk could be someone that we get rid of. What am I even doing? Pretend South. Great speed. First pitch slayer plus pinch perfect. This was a player we were looking at potentially drafting, right? She's spirited, so she would have to replace Pavla Kirk, who has done nothing to be removed from the team. We'll leave this to future Jake and his issue. So for right now, I think we wait on. We were looking at bringing in Edgar Lane. He would replace Mutton House. I think we wait because we want Edgar Lane to drop below his value so that we can sign him and save some money there. Plus, we don't need to worry about rushing to replace Mutton House. And if Maurice Matthews pitches poorly, then we may look to see if we could replace Edgar Lane or bring in Edgar Lane to replace Maurice Matthews and figure out something else to replace Mutton House. So, yeah, we'll have to think about it, but no roster moves just yet. If you have any thoughts, opinions, suggestions based on who you see out here as I was reviewing them, please let me know, and would love to hear and appreciate your feedback in advance. With that being said, I will call this a video for right now. The team is not looking great so far, as we're down. We are currently 1-2 through 3 games, and the Maulers have yet to lose a game. They're leading our division. We have a -3 run differential. It's been rough. I think all of this was a product of the bullpen getting taxed in game 1, as we had, unfortunately, Rory Bowen get blasted in the face, fight through 1 inning, and couldn't go any further, and our bullpen has had to pitch a lot of innings since then. 3 2/3 for Maddox, 3 innings for Richardson, 2 innings for Donovan, 1 2/3 for Lopside. Emmeline Merritt hasn't even pitched yet. I don't even know who that is. She's our worst pitcher, so kind of a good idea that she hasn't been getting much time out there on the field. But our bullpen's getting tired, and we had needed Bowen to go further. And because of that, Muhammad Holmes, he didn't go as far as we'd like, even though he had the workhorse trait, and then Mutton House got blasted. So I don't know what to do with this team. Let me know if you have any thoughts. I just backed out too far. But thank you so much for watching. Looking forward to seeing you in the next video, where we do face off against the Marauders, who I believe are also a division opponent here. The Marauders are 1-1 right now, so we'll see how it is when we face off against that division rival. But thanks for watching. We'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.